Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What you gonna do? Can y'all hear me? Let me see if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? And y'all can't hear me. Yes, it's you. Hey, 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 everybody. Sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties with my audio, but I'm here now. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful evening? Happy Father's Day to any fathers who are out there listening. I hope you enjoyed your day. Ladies, for those who catered to the fathers of your children, I hope that you enjoyed your day today. And for those who are Muslim who celebrated Eid today, Eid Mubarak, I hope that you had a grand time with your family. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Summer, your host with the most, coming to you with a little late night little recappity cap. I said, let me see if anybody around. Y'all probably stuffed, laid back. Y'all probably was out there cooking on the grill today. Stomachs feeling all plush. But I said, I feel like I ain't been live, so let me come say hey to my peoples. It's a little bit late, so let me see if anybody up. Let me. If you are on Facebook, we are streaming live on YouTube. I pinned the link in the comments for you guys. Head on over to YouTube. We will not be streaming on Facebook. Y'all know we click Facebook. I just go live on Facebook so the people can know we are on YouTube. So come join us. Come join us so you don't miss this tea. I got a few things I want to talk about today. A couple of things that I saw on the intranet the last day or two. We want to cover a little bit Miss Charles and Netta, Trell, Gabe, and Kay. We're gonna cover them a little bit today. We're going to also talk about Mr. Darius Cooks and his experience in Chicago. We are also going to talk about oh gosh, how it slipped my mind. Who the other people I wanted to talk about? We're going to also talk about Tay, aka Miss Oso Prete, aka Chef Carmen's wife, and her friend. We're going to discuss that. We're going to have a little conversation. I can also drop the link if anybody wants to come up to come chit chat with me. You are more than welcome once we go through this recap. Let me go see who in this chat bubble real quick. Hey Candy Boo, how you doing, love? What's up, Cassandra? Hey Miss Lawanda, how you doing, love? Hey Tracy, how you feeling? Oh, we got two Tracys in the building. We got Tracy and then we got Tracy A. How you doing? What's up, Miss De Jesus? How you doing, love? Hi Deb, how you feeling? Hey Sarah, what's poppin'? Hey Joe, what's up? She Devil 911. She say, hey Summer, ow. What's up, beautiful Desiree? Hey, Hannah Banana, how you feeling, love? What's up, Mel? How you doing? Hey, Charlene. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel, Mel. I appreciate you so much for supporting me the way that you do. I'm doing good, Candy. How are you? How are you doing? Happy Father Day to all the men out there. Burly women don't count. Not the burly women don't count. Oh my, but goodness. How was y'all day today? How did you guys spend your Sunday? How was your day while waiting to see if anybody else wants to show up? Hey, Erica 24. No, I'm not starting to yawn. I was just wide awake, okay? Like I had taken something, okay? And now I'm yawning. Every time I want to go live, I either start coughing, choking, phlegm. There's always something when I decide to hit this live button. And I don't be having nothing going on before I decide to go live. That be the gag. Because, like, what is going on? Hey, Edith, how you doing? How you doing, Edith? How you doing? If you are on Facebook, this is going to be your final warning to come on over to YouTube. I'm going to drop the link for y'all. I thought I was going to drop the link. mama, because you're knocking at the door. I thought I was going, let me try this again. Let Oh, what is going on? Let me try this one more time. Hey, Kimmy K, how you doing, love? I'm doing better. How are you doing? I'm happy to hear that. I'm doing well. I'm gonna try to drop this link one more time because StreamYard is playing in my face right now. I don't know why it's acting up, but it is. It is acting up. What's going on? Hold on. Oh, StreamYard is acting up. Goodness. They don't want to let me be great. Dang. Sheesh. It's playing in. All right, StreamYard. I don't know what your problem is this evening, but I'm not finna play with you. I dropped the link for my people on Facebook. There is the link for YouTube. If the link doesn't work for you for some odd reason, then just type in Summers Room, SUMMERSROOM, all one word in the search box on YouTube. It should bring you to my channel. Okay, I have the black and white logo. Also, if you are looking to have alerts for when I go live, if you don't get alerts or notifications on YouTube or Facebook, you could text Cellies, CELLIES, to 81010 to join the Remind app, to get notifications for when I go live if social media is not doing well for you. Hey, Jacqueline Boo, how you doing, love? How was your day today? I hope you had a marvelous time. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. I appreciate how you support me. I do, I do, I do. All right, I'm going to be clipping Facebook in about the next 15 seconds. Facebook is going to be clipped. As a reminder, once you come over to YouTube, if it's your first time on my YouTube and you find it odd that you can't comment or YouTube keep giving you the boot, it's because you have not hit the subscribe bell. Hit the subscribe bell. It is totally free. And please don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. And if you can't find the like, let me show you how you do that. You just hit that little X in your top right hand corner. It'll close out the chat and you'll be able to see the thumbs up and down. I hope you hit the thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you are enjoying this content and for them to push me out and recommend me into the algorithm. Hey, Miss Mary Boo, how you feeling, love? Hey, hey, hey. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and clip Facebook. Y'all go get y'all little snacks. If you want a little beverage, go get you something to drink. Go get your snacks. Cause y'all know what we finna do. We finna get into it real quick. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Boom.
Dice. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Booyah. But you gotta stay tuned to Summer's Room. The tea is coming soon, or whether you're at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned to Summer's Room. If y'all like that little jingle, y'all can go hit up my girl Dice and Cats. Dice is the one that wrote the jingle. Cats is her wife. She handles all the backroom stuff. So hit up this page on Facebook. Let them know Summer's Room told you, sent you, so they could hook you up. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get back into this. See. Let me see. Miss Lawanda said, "Where my badge go? I subscribe through YouTube TV and I cancel YouTube TV. Is that why my membership badge is going?" I'm not sure. That could be Miss Lawanda. I am not sure. I don't know why YouTube TV would have to do with your membership badge. I'm not sure, Mr. Wanda. Kat says she got her cherry coke and spicy nacho Doritos. She's ready. Yeah. The jingle makes you happy. I'm so happy that you enjoy the jingle because I definitely enjoy the jingle. I caught myself singing the jingle at work the other day. Period, Miss Berry. They gonna say what you singing and let them know Summer's Room on YouTube and Facebook. Go subscribe if you like to see, you like to hear a little bit of the recap of what be going on in these streets. Go check her out and come meet me in a chat. Hey Cinderella, dressed in yellow. Hey, what's up, sweet truth? Hey love, how you feeling? Somebody inboxed me earlier today, way from the UK, and told me that they found themselves singing my jingle and that they are a what do we be calling them? They watch from the shadows. They kind of, stay out of the mix because of all the drama that be happening on Facebook. So I was like, what? Thank you so much for supporting me the way that you do. I appreciate it. Okay. For anybody that just tunes in and watch and they never comment because they don't want to get caught up in the whole tussle of the comment box, I get it. But my comment section normally be pretty safe over here. We don't really get too much stuff over here. We normally be pretty quiet over here. I see that number fluctuating. So if you are tuned in and it's your first time here, you have to hit that subscribe bell or YouTube will boot you from the live stream. Okay. So hit that subscribe button so you can stay locked in and you won't have no issues. And then wait a few moments. If you want to type something, you'll wait a minute or two and then YouTube will allow you to chat. Silent watcher. Yes, thank you so much. I am streaming you on TV and here the ads were adding on a big screen. I'm on a big screen. Hey, you Cinderella. Hey, girl. Yes, hi, silent watcher. So what's up, y'all? So we finna get into some tea, okay? So it's a couple of things I want to talk about, and I think I want to start with hmm. What shall we start with? I think we can start out with Kylie Red because her situation is going to be pretty much straight to the point. It's not a lot really to cover with that. Kylie Red went live the other day. I think it was yesterday actually. Hey Jennifer Cook, how you doing, love? Kylie Red went live the other day, and I really don't see too much of Kylie Red. I know she was on some type of TV show. She was on a series. I'm not really sure what's really going on with that because I really haven't seen much or heard much from Kylie Red. But anyway, she went live to share with us that she finally got her own place. That she had been working on it, and she finally got her own place. And things like that. So, congratulations to Kylie Red. Prior to that, I saw that she was also promoting the single Poppin'. If y'all don't know what Poppin' is, go ahead on YouTube, type in Poppin' Kylie Red, and it should come up on your live in your search engine. And y'all listen to that song because I truly enjoy that song. Um, Kylie Red definitely got some pipes on her. And I think she can make hits. I truly, truly do if she can just get the right exposure, um, and things like that. I feel like Kylie could really do something with her talents. But anywho, in the midst of her announcing to us that she got her an apartment for her and her family, she had said it was in the hood and that someone broke into her apartment. She only had been there for 5 days. She said she ran to the store. She was going for no longer than an hour and came back. Somebody had took the screen out of her window, pushed her window open, went in through looked like a bedroom window, and they ransacked her house, her room. It was clothes everywhere. They like dug through clothes looking for stuff, not sure what they were looking for. Um, and yeah, so they just violated her. Stop this yawning right now. Stop this yawning right now. You did not yawn not one time before you decided to go live. Now you want to be over here yawning when you're trying to get into the recap with the tea. Goodness. Right. She had only been here for 5 days and somebody broke into her spot. And she said it was a teenager. It wasn't an adult. It was a teenager that broke into her apartment. She went to the police. She showed the police court card for the sheriff, or I think it was the sheriff or chief or something like that, to prove that she had went down and handled some business. Um, the sucky part about that is, yes, yelling at myself. The sucky part about that is now she feels like she's not going to be able to leave her home. Like she feels like somebody is going to always have to be there. Someone's going to always have to be on the premises because someone else would try to break in again. Now that sucks. And I don't know how you manage that with small children and a family and trying to live and be proactive in your life. Not sure what she's going to do. She did mention that she wants to put some cameras up, like a ring doorbell, and she wants to put some surveillance cameras up in the front of her home and things like that, to keep a close watch on what's happening and hopefully to deter other people from trying to break into her home again. If you are just tuning into the channel and you have not hit that subscribe bell, YouTube is going to boot you. If you're wondering why YouTube keeps booting you, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and go ahead and help us get to 2,700 followers, because we almost there. We only need a couple more followers, a couple more subs, and we'll be at 2,700, baby. This page is moving and grooving. We're going to be at 5K in no time. She said something interesting during her live, though. She mentioned how she hate, she I'm not gonna. She used the H word, but she mentioned how she dislikes black people. And while it did not bother me like deeply or anything like that, because I understood where she was coming from, I remember with this one time and being camp. I remember this one time my husband said something similar when we were going back and forth with what's his face? Y'all know his face. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He had made a statement in a sarcastic manner, and baby, they was eating him up on this here internet, calling him racist and all kinds of things. Now I'm not saying that anybody should go calling her that, but I just find it interesting how people pick and choose, because I seen some of those very same people in that comment section. It wasn't nobody batting an eye, baby. They all seem very understanding to the statement and the sentiments, and it just be wild to me. Just another reason, another check off the box that lets me know, like, people are just selective, and they do what they do with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all say in the comments. Um, don't get upset cause I'm popping. I'm making that dough something. Wait, is it? I'm getting that money. Dang, I done messed the song up. And something. I done messed the song. Let me shut up. I done messed the song up. But I love that song. I love her music. Very talented and well-rounded artist. True, true, true. Oh, popping is popping. Okay, Mary still thought sending prayers for her away. Oh my God, that's trouble. She doubled this. Happened to me before. Not a good feeling. I read your comment, Miss Mary. I saw you said that happened to you before. That sucks. That people are just people don't respect boundaries and privacy and things like that, and that's horrible. I can imagine what that feels like for your home to be violated. And especially like just having moved in, so don't know anybody in this neighborhood, and she had expressed how like she didn't want to stay in the neighborhood which she's staying in, but she didn't have any choice, because I remember her mentioning this in the past, that someone had messed up her, like stole her identity and messed up her credit and things like this. And I guess she's still working on correcting that till this day. And she said so her credit was the reason why they only got approved for this place, and it was in the hood, and she did not want to be there. And now she's locked in for a year lease, and she's just going to have to make the best of it, pretty much. Which is what a lot of us have to do sometimes. You just have to make the best out of, what they say, if life give you lemons, make lemonade. Oh, child, I'm so sorry for yawning. Goodness gracious. I'm trying, Miss Mary. I did not yawn out one time before I hit this live button. That's the thing. Oh, I bet home is supposed to be your safe space. Yes, it is, and it sucks when that's violated. Because I'm like, what does she do now? How is she gonna move and shake? I know she be doing different things sometimes. How is she? What do you do in that situation to secure yourself? I noticed she had a security door. Um, I don't know what she could put on her windows. And that's scary too, because you don't want to put anything permanent like on your windows, because then that becomes a fire hazard. And if something happens, God forbid, and you need to use your windows to get out, you got something else hindering you from just getting out, fast and speedy. However, her window was right. It looked um It looked like it was very easily accessible. It was like a sliding window sideways versus up and down. And it doesn't look very hard to get into. It looked like somebody was could stand on her porch and just jump right into her window like with no problem. They were sitting kind of too low for me. Um to feel comfortable. So maybe she could put something there to prevent the doors, the windows from being able to just be slid right open, like to kind of jam it or something like that. Hopefully she figures that out. So that her and her babies could feel safer and that she gets her cameras. She mentioned she was going to be making a wish list and putting her wish list up because she was broke and she needs some things. But then after she said she was broke and she was going to make a wish list, she made sure to double down on she's not asking nobody for anything, which kind of boggled my mind a little bit because I'm like, you mentioned that you broke, that you're going to make a wish list, and then you say you're not asking nobody for nothing. Well, I mean, it's nothing wrong with asking people for things, and that's exactly what's happening. You telling us that you're broke, you need some things, you're going to make a wish list, you're going to post it. You're absolutely asking your followers, hey, here's my wish list. If you guys can afford to and you could bless me with something, please do. If you don't have it, then and that's cool. But that's asking for things, but nobody is obligated to do it. If somebody blesses you, they blesses you. And it sucks that I know that she doubled back on that. And this goes back to what I was saying before. A lot of people come on here saying things sometimes, and then they be in a position and it be like, but wasn't you just? But anyway, that's on that. And that's pretty much the report on that. Let me see. They have stuff at Walmart she can use if someone tries to get in there. Is an alarm that can attach to her windows and doors that she can do herself. Also a ring camera as well. Yeah, she said she wanted to get a ring camera and she wanted to get two surveillance cameras to put in each corner of her home so she could get like a full view of what's going on. And hopefully she's able to get that. I know, right? That was funny. What she's right. I was like, what, girl? That's what do you mean? It's okay. Like if you asking, you broke, you ain't got it right now. You need some things. Listen, if you don't, a closed mouth don't get fed, and you never know who may want to assist you or be able to assist you. I know a lot of people don't like that people put their cash apps up and that people create wish lists and things like that. But the fact of the matter is, regardless of how many people don't like it, there are tens, hundreds, and even thousands of people, depending on how big your audience is that you have, that want to support you in that way. There are people that ask for these things, for wish lists, for cash, for your cash app, because people want to give to the people they enjoy to watch. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to use it as a tool. And if somebody helps you, they helps you. Well, closed mouth don't get fed. Hopefully you get what you need, from your wish list when you create it. That was pretty much what was going on with Kylie Red, though. All I heard from her, she had mentioned, I know she was cleaning out like a refrigerator her grandma gave her or something like that. Preparing her home. And it just sucks that her house was violated and she just got there. And it sounds like, I don't know, is this the first place she's had on her own? Because the way that she spoke was almost as if like this was like her first spot on her own. But I thought all this time, like when she was moving into places and stuff like that, I thought she lived on her own. She lived with somebody? Or am I just reading too much into her statement? Was she living with somebody? Does anybody watch Kylie Red like consistently and know? Because when she said it, I was like, oh, I thought she had her own spot this whole time, but she said it like she haven't had her own spot this whole time. Um, so that was news to me. If she was staying with someone, I had no idea. I would have never guessed that she stayed with anyone based on the lives that I seen her do. Hey, Ashley Marie. We are just gonna say that my daddy is used to say a closed mouth don't get fed, and they don't. They don't. Nothing wrong with asking for help, especially her. It's not something she does on a regular. Child. But that was pretty much the recap on Kylie Red. If anybody knows the answer to that question, don't hesitate to drop it in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and move on to, let's talk about Darius Cooks real quick, okay? Any y'all follow Darius Cooks? If you don't, Darius Cooks is a chef slash baker. He cooks on social media. And he has created his own line of cookware and things like that. And he has went from nothing to something. He is now a millionaire. He owns his own warehouse with um a kitchen that he uses, like a prop kitchen that he uses to create his videos and stuff like that. He also travels the world, travels the world, reviewing black owned restaurants, giving his perspective on the food and things like that. He's done a couple of things. He's also in the media. A lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about him, and you have a lot of people that have a lot of positive things to say about him. One thing he gonna do is he gonna pop his stuff. You gotta be careful of what you say because he will drageth thee. Okay, he will drageth thee. He loves to give a good read. Okay. Anyway, Darius Cooks, don't know, don't watch her. I know one time she was at her sister's, I believe. Um, Darius Cooks is currently in Chicago, which is his hometown, I believe, and he is reviewing some restaurants. Now, he was at a restaurant, I believe it was yesterday. I don't know which restaurant. He would not reveal which restaurant it was. He said it was a matter of safety for him because he has a lot of haters and people that stalk him. So he does not announce where he is while he's there. He normally announces it after the fact, like when he's going and clear. And when he was at the restaurant, he was sitting there. He had his camera set up for his recording, his content, and then he also was streaming live on Facebook, talking to his people. And the waitress came up to him and asked him if he would like something to drink. Mind you, the setting was he was going over the menu extensively. He has cameras and stuff set up. And the guy asked him if he would like something to drink. I believe Darius ordered a drink, and that was it. That was all the waitress said. Then you hear I'm sorry, waiter go to the table right next to them, and he do a full rundown, like go over the menu, the specials. He breaks it down to the couple that was sitting next to Darius, and you seen Darius' face switch, like like hold on, like all you asking, well, like why I didn't get that treatment or whatever. So when I initially heard this. And Darius was like, "Did y'all, just peep what I just peeped?" And he says, well, all he asked me for was a drink, and he like the other people next to me. He do a whole rundown, a whole like explanation of the menu with this, that, and the third. He was like, "I hate to bring race into it, but it's he was an African American male, and I'm assuming the people sitting next to him was do I say Caucasian? Is that the right term?" And Darius actually end up asking the waiter, like, "Hey, I noticed that you this, that, and the third, to find out why." Now, when I initially heard Darius say, like, bring up the race thing, y'all know me, I like to kind of be play devil's advocate or look at something from the other side, have a more positive outlook on when I see something versus jump into like the negative or what could be the obvious. That's just how I think. So I'm like, nah, it probably ain't had nothing to do with race. The waiter probably saw you was set up with your camera recording, going through all the menus, like, and all, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, he probably didn't want to disturb you. So he just asked you, like, do you want to drink so he could go ahead and back up so you can get back to doing what you're doing. However, Darius decided to double back and he asked the waiter, "Hey, I noticed you this, that, and the da, blah, 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 blah. But when it came to me, you da 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 da. Like, what, was it a reason for that?" And the waiter gave the wrong answer, okay? Because I was hoping that the waiter said, "Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to come off rude. However, I noticed you were filming. You looked like you were going through the menu extensively. So I did not want to bother you so that I would, mess up your video. So I was trying to be mindful of that." I was hoping that he would say something along those lines. But nope. The waiter goes, "Oh, I didn't break it down for you because you're by yourself." What does him being by himself have to do with anything? Then he goes, "Because the menu is shareables. So because it was just you, I didn't explain it." Well, to me, that don't even make any sense. Hey, Layla Boo. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Jeanette. To me that didn't make any sense because I would think that it was that you would definitely need to tell me, since I'm by myself, since most things I'm going to order off here are going to be shareable size, and it's just me. Hey, the items on this menu is shareable, so it's going to be a nice portion, so you might want to be mindful of that while you're ordering, and this is that and the third. Or I'm like, the waiter could have been like, "Hey, I noticed you're recording, do you want me to go over the menu and things like that with you, or would you want to do your own thing? Do you have any questions?" But when he answered the way he answered, I said, "Dang, Poppy, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt." But now I'm like, yeah, response is not given. So was he racially profiled? Because Darius seems to think he was racially profiled. And it'd be funny, I mean, because we who watch him know, like, this man is getting money. Like, he's not lacking of funds, by a far stretch. So, and he was dressed pretty like casual. Darius, I don't think I ever see him dressed super like over the top or extra. He's always like super casual for the most part, laid back. Um, And so that sucks if he was racially profiled, if the waiter treated him in that manner because he felt like probably he wasn't going to tip well or something, and the other people would tip well. That's normally the deciding factor in a lot of things, like what you think you can get out of something. And it just sucks because as a waiter, your job is kind of to put your best foot forward with each person that walks in that door that you have to serve, because it ultimately, determines what your tip is going to look like. And from my understanding, most waiters work for tips. Like, you might be getting a little something from the restaurant itself, but your big bucks come from the people that you serve. And most people will tip you based on how they felt about your service. Now, you do have those individuals that will just tip the minimum, like 15% or whatever it is, just because they feel obligated to tip those who are in the service industry. While you have another slew of people that if your service was trash, they don't care what you bought them. You're not getting a tip. So you should be putting your best foot forward in each, situation. And he dropped the ball. And then on top of that, Darius ain't even enjoy the food. He gave the food 2 out of 10s. He gave the food 2 out of 10s, and then he made note like he wasn't sure if the restaurant dropped the ball because they were super busy. And then he made an observation and said it was pretty much like nobody in the restaurant that looked like him, meaning his skin shade, except for one other person the whole time. And I think he concluded, well, maybe this just wasn't the place for me. But from my understanding, he reviewed black-owned businesses. So I can't wait to find out what restaurant that was to kind of do some research and see like what it was about. Um, so the server was definitely funny acting. You think so too, Jacqueline? I seen you watch that one. How you feeling, Layla? How is the baby bump? It was kind of weird that the waiter gave the other people the complete rundown and didn't with Darius. I thought maybe the waiter was trying to be considerate since Darius was on live, but then, right, Mary, that's what I thought. As soon as I said, oh, maybe he's trying to be considerate. He got the whole camera set up and all that stuff. Like, he was trying to be considerate. He wasn't trying to be rude. But when he came back, he answered the wrong way. So my excuse for him had to go out the window. And I'm like, if he was racially profiled, like, that sucks. And I don't know if I've ever been racially profiled. I probably have and maybe just never noticed it, oblivious to it, and things like that. I'm not sure. But if I had ever been in a situation where I felt racially profiled, I'm not sure how I would handle that. I mean, from what I seen from Darius' video, he didn't ask for management or nothing. I think I would have complained, but I don't know. I think I would have complained. I don't know. Would y'all have complained? Like, would y'all have asked for management or would y'all have just let it slide? Like, what are y'all thoughts on that? Like, would you have sought some type of answers or something like that? Would you have got up and left? Would you have stayed? Like, what would you have done? I think for Darius, the bigger picture was his content, because that's his money maker. So it was like for him, he probably like, I don't care that he was rude. I'm gonna come in here and make my content. I'm gonna post my video, and I'm gonna make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times more than what I spent on this meal in here today. Focused on the money. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But what are y'all thoughts? You might have left, got up and been going up out of that thing. Hmm. I think at the very least, I probably would have asked for a manager. Like, whether I finished my food and all that stuff. Hey, Ty Ty, how you doing, love? I think I would have probably finished my meal, but before I got up, I probably would have requested to talk to a manager and just express like, my dissatisfaction and how I felt like, um, treated poorly in a situation where it should have been like even across the board, possibly. But I also don't like having people get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Because I would hate to be a part of the reason why like somebody lost their job. But at the same time, like, what do you do? Do you just let people be rude to you in the service industry, or what? As a server, you give the rundown to everyone. That was the dumbest response I have heard. Child. Say it again. Say it again. So that was pretty much what's been going on with Darius. Question mark next to Darius, because Darius went on um a datecation where his date flew him out to Vegas and they spent a weekend out there. They seemed like they was having a really, really good time. They were enjoying themselves. And then Darius was like, hold up, I got some stuff I need to do. I can't do all this. I need some time to work to prepare for my upcoming week, and this is that and the third. However, prior to them getting to Vegas, the man asked him, do I need to block off any times? Like, is there any time frame I need to block off so you can handle your business? This man dotted his I's and crossed his T's before he booked what he was booking, and Darius gave him the green light. And then when they got down there and they was turning up, Darius threw a monkey wrench into the plans. So I have been missing a lot of his live streams. So I'm very curious as to know what is going on with that gentleman. Like, are they still in talks? Will there be another date? Because I was shocked when they made it to the second date, because Darius normally cut people off, shoot, in a dialogue. Most of them don't meet it, don't get to a date. So I was very surprised that this gentleman not only made it to a date, but he made it to a second date. And then when he flew him out and put the itinerary together and handled everything, and Darius ain't had to do nothing but show up, I was like, okay, this man know what he wants. This man know what he's doing, and this man is prepared. And then Darius threw that monkey wrench in the plan. I don't even know if Darius I don't know if Darius did some work and then they end up going out later that night. I don't know if that was like the end of their datecation and like that was it, and then he went home. Because I know a lot of times he'll tell a lot of this stuff on Instagram versus Facebook, and he don't save his Instagram live. So if you're not there to catch it live, you miss it. You will miss it like most of the time. So, and I haven't seen any like clips of it anywhere, which sucks because I normally try to catch his Instagram lives. So I big question mark next to Darius Cooks. I'm wondering what is going on with that. Like, what is the status of him and this gentleman? Now they said a lot of people knew who the gentleman was, who he's dating. I don't know who he is. I haven't figured prior because I didn't go look. I'm not no investigator. Unless it's not boop right there, I probably won't know. So I'm wondering what's going on with Darius. Maybe I'll try to dig into that a little bit to see what I can find if I see anything circulating. But I hadn't seen no buzz about it. Darius was rude with that. Yeah, I was like, Darius, I think you dropped the ball on that. Because then when he went live and somebody said it to him, he like, no, he didn't. He asked me about a bedtime. No, Darius, that is not all that he asked you. He absolutely asked you about time for you to handle your business. He said that directly to you in the text that you shared with us, your people that watch you. And so I'm like, dang, Darius, you messed up real bad, real bad. That wasn't cool then what Darius did after giving his friend a green light. Right. That's what I'm like, bro. You gave him the whole green light and then you slammed on the brakes like at the green light. You got all the cars behind you slamming into the back of your car now because you hit a foul. Like foul on the play, whatever it's called. Like you hit a foul on the play, like with that. So I'm curious to know like what happened with that. So that was pretty much for the. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that I've seen with Darius that I want to mention? No, 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 no. Not that I'm aware of. I kept forgetting to freaking check out of my cart for Darius Cooks. He had a 70% off code. Charles, I think, was the code. And who the hell is Charles? Is that the guy name that he was dating? Did he turn the guy that he was dating in Vegas to a freaking discount code? Is that who Charles is? Wait a minute. Like that just who is Charles? Who the hell is Charles? If it was the other way around, Darius would have plenty to say, and he would have. But now I'm now wondering who is Charles. Is that because he good for turning somebody into a discount code? And so now I'm wondering, is Darius the code? Is Darius date the code? Oh my gosh! Wow. I'm gonna have to ask around and see, find somebody who be in them comments all the time and see if I can get some insight on that. But wow. Okay. Um now let's fast forward and talk about Chef Carmen's wife Tay and her friend Nikki. Now, some of y'all may not know who Tay is, but like I just said, Tay is Chef Carmen's wife. She had a friend by the name of Nikki, who I remember her mentioning Nikki a couple of times, like saying they were going to link up, they were doing this, they were doing that. She also was a part of the panel that they did after that whole debacle. I think it was with Christmas, where Tay was doing a toy drive. She was giving toys away, and she ended up at this event that was being sponsored by a family called the Rap A Lot family in Houston, who's supposed to like carry a bunch of weight and they're not supposed to be played with or something like that. And her trying to give back to the kids ended up turning into a whole fiasco where she was accused of trying to collect funds from the event and things like that. So fast forward to this past weekend. um for whatever reason, Tay's friend, her name is Nikki. You can go find the clip on my YouTube and Facebook. I believe the full clip is on YouTube, where the girl Nikki decided to go live on TikTok and do a 4-part series and spill the beans about her cutting Tay off and not fooling with Tay no more and this, that, and the third. She said she invited Tay out to Grand Lux or something like that in Houston, and she said she was already out there shopping, and Tay took a long time, like an hour and a half or something like that, to show up. And then when Tay got there, Tay called her looking for her because she wasn't in the restaurant. And the girl told her, like, no, I'm outside. I didn't go in and wait. And she claims that Tay went off and was just like fussing about her not waiting for her at the restaurant and blah blah blah. Then she say she gets to the restaurant, they go in, they get seated, and she say Tay is still going off, allegedly. Tay is still going off about her not being at the restaurant and this, that, and the third, waiting for her when she got there. And then she goes on to say something about some type of concert that her friend Nikki wanted to go to, and she asked her, like, why you ain't get the tickets, tickets for her and Tay, and blah 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 blah. So from my understanding, Nikki said they continued and ate their meal, and then they departed. And she said that in the midst of all of that was going on, like between them, the conversation and Tay going off. She said she felt embarrassed by Tay with her constantly going off about whatever was going on while they was at the restaurant, and this, and the third. So the girl Nikki goes, they left the restaurant or whatever. I don't know if she went live the same day or not, but she did a live stream. I mean, she did a video, a pre-record on TikTok, and then in TikTok she lets us know that she had blocked Tay on everything, and that Tay would find out how she felt from her TikTok. Now she goes on TikTok and she says Tay has a nasty attitude, that she is the common denominator, she is the problem, she is the reason why all these people are coming for her, and she is the reason why Chef Carmen is having a downfall. She legit blames everything on Tay from the rooter to the tutor, and um or whatever. And she also alludes to or suggests that Chef Carmen and Tay are going through something, and Chef Carmen has left Tay. I mean, yeah, Chef Carmen and Tay have split up, is what she says in the comment section of her videos. So I want to ask you guys, right? So based on what I just recapped with you guys from her lives, Tay has no idea that she felt how she felt, that she was through with her, or that she was going to go live on TikTok. She blocked Tay before she did I keep saying live, but I mean pre-recording. She says in her video that she blocked Tay, but she's sure somehow the video will get back to Tay, as most things do circulate on this here social media platforms. Everything gets out, nothing is safe, right? So my question that I had was this, right? I'm not saying that anything she said about Tay is a lie or the truth. Like, you told your story, whatever it was is what it was. I wasn't there. I don't know, right? And I'm just saying, if all these things were true, and you saying y'all were friends, y'all were such good friends, why create videos on TikTok? Now, she claimed that she wasn't doing it for views, she wasn't doing it for numbers, that she's not an influencer or nothing like that. But what would be the purpose of you creating 4 videos and dropping them on TikTok? Like, if it's not for views, if it's not for attention, because before you blocked her, you could have wrote her out a nice lengthy text, or or recorded yourself and sent her like, hey, I ain't fooling with you no more, I didn't appreciate this, whoopty whoopty woo. Sitting back hindsight, I feel like you are the problem in a lot of stuff that's going on social media, and I'm good off you. Like, you go your way, I'm gonna go mine, and that's on that. And then left it alone, like left it where it was at. But why was it necessary to go on TikTok and do a 4 point, like, do a 4 part video, a story time, do a 4 part story time? Like, what was that? I seen some people in the comment section like, that's just what people do, and I'm like, what people? That's what Facebook people do, because that seems strange to me. Like, is this how we doing our friends? Not and she said something about communication. She's big on communication and da 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 da. But you did the exact opposite of what you said you big on in that 4 part story. Because why didn't you talk directly to Tay and tell her, like, listen, I'm good off you. I don't like how you was acting in this restaurant. Your expectations of people to spend coins on you was crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and back up, because you bringing me more bad than you are good. Like, you go your way, I go my way, and we keep it pushing. Why is it this thing where people like to go live on social media or post videos and blast y'all personal stuff? Like, I don't get it. Like, why couldn't it just been a separation? You go your way, she go hers, and that be that. Especially with knowing the type of backlash that they already get in the media, because you said yourself you was standing by her side, fighting thousands of people on her behalf, defending her honor. So you went from defending her honor to being a part of the mob that's on social media dragging and bashing her. Like, make that make sense to me. Does it make sense to y'all? Is that how y'all out here moving and things like that? Like, is that the new wave? Is that like 2024 type time? Like, y'all tell me. Um, it was the other way around. Darius would have plenty to say. Tay's ex friend had a lot to say, and she did. Tay got some nerve complaining after making her friend wait for 1.5 hours. Hey Tabitha, how you doing, love? Like, I don't. First of all, if I would have went out to eat, if I was out, right, and I invite one of my friends out to eat, right, like, hey, you want to come to so and so, grab a bite to eat, and you like, yeah, and I only live 15 minutes, because she said that Tay only lived 15 minutes down the road from where the place was that she was meeting her at, and it took her an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes to get there. First of all, I would have probably text, but the lady said she was in no rush because she was shopping. So she was just out shopping, doing her thing, and like just watching the time go by. And then Tay showed up, right? So obviously, to me, that says to me you wasn't in a rush. You was doing your thing. When she showed up, she showed up. That's what I took from your response to her tardiness. Because if I didn't want to wait that long, probably after 30 minutes, I'd have been on my friend's phone, like, where are you? Like, you only up the street, where you at? And if she'd have been like, oh, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 I'd have been like, well, listen, I ain't anticipate waiting this long, so I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. We can link up at a later time. But it's like, yes, it's rude to have somebody waiting for an hour and a half, but who told you to wait for an hour and a half? You have the option to leave, to exit left, to tell them, don't worry about it, forget about it. But you sat there because obviously you wasn't in a rush. Hey, Blasted, how you doing, love? Make sure y'all following Blasted on YouTube, y'all. Go support our YouTube page. She almost to 1,000 followers. Go help her get monetized. Get them numbers up over there, please and thank you. So, now, this is not to debunk or to say what she said about Tay is incorrect, but what I don't understand is, why does it always come to this? Like, why is this always the avenue for breaking up a friendship? Because they are on social media. Why does it always come back to social media? Because, I mean, honestly, you coming to social media did what for you? It does nothing for you, but what it does is add another stamp to people to drag this person who you just said was your friend, you just care about, you love, this, that, and the third. But now you put them in a position where, oh, if your friend said it, that's supposed to be your best friend, then it gotta be the truth. So another notch on the other people belt to drag, ridicule, and talk about the same person you just was defending them left and right from thousands of people trolling and causing mischief. You went from that to dropping personal info on TikTok. Because what did the relationship between Carmen and Tay have to do with you walking away from Tay? Like, what made you throw that stuff in here? It's my, like, I'm like, dang, it's crazy to see this stuff like actually unfold and nothing be done about it. Like, people struggle to get like things done about this stuff when I feel like it should be simple, but it's not. It seems like as soon as these so-called friends stop speaking, they want to air out all the business. That to me was never a friendship, right? Like it's given you wasn't ever no friend. You was there for opportunity, possibly. But what was the opportunity? I mean, it doesn't look like she lacked for nothing the way that she carried herself. Looked like she was in a good place financially. And if you're saying it's not for clicks and views, but why would you go live on TikTok? So it's given it is for clicks and views. Your page is public for everybody to see because it could be very much private if it's not for clicks and views, but it's not. It's very much public. So is this about hair length? I don't know. My nose is freaking clogged up. I don't know. I mean, not hair length. Is it about clicks and views? Like I don't know. Like because otherwise, like, what was the purpose of any? It was no purpose of you going on TikTok to air y'all business out. Like none. Tay didn't bring it to social media. You bring it to social media. And then everybody was waiting on Tay to go live. Like, we hoping to see what Tay gotta say, like what her response is gonna be, what her response is gonna be. Baby, she was doing a whole fashion show on her timeline all day, with different dresses and stuff like that while she was out. And then she went live later on that night. Shout out to Miss Oso Prete, aka Tay, Chef Carmen's wife. She started a line of merchandise. She has her own perfume and like a clothing line that she started. And she was online just showing like she was super excited. Counting the orders she had got that day. I think it was like 22. And then she had some orders from a previous day she had to get ready to ship out. And she just seems super thankful for the people that was supporting her and stuff like that. Now I'm just watching from where I'm watching, which is now. I know a lot of people do not like Tay and they claim she's evil. I ain't seen it yet, so I'm just waiting to see it now. When she went off, when that whole Rico thing happened, I'm like, that's natural for people to go off when something happens that they don't like. You become a fighter, and then the side come out. I know that. So um, I haven't seen her personally in a place where I'm like, oh no, girl, like what you got going on? I haven't seen that personally yet for myself. So she went live and she pretty much was like, we not doing that negativity. We not addressing it. We gonna let them have it. She almost got pulled in once or twice and she had to catch herself like, like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But baby, you could see he was stressed. He wanted to do it. I mean, you could see she was stressed. She wanted to do it. She was like, I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. But she stayed on task. She introduced her new merchandise. She has a bucket hat that's coming out. These custom pink labels for if you ship. Anybody in here try Tay's perfume? I'm kind of curious about her perfume. Her perfume is almost $100. I don't know if I'm paying $100. She also has samplers, smaller bottles. So maybe I'll get a small bottle to try it out and see if I like how it smells. I'm not a big perfume person. Like I don't typically wear perfume outside, but at night before I go to bed, I normally will spray something on, make myself smell good. When I get up in the bed for my husband or whatever like that. But as far as outside, I don't do too much. So $100 for a bottle of perfume for me. Cause I'm not into it. It's like, but I will try it. Now she's getting some positive reviews back from what I could see. So I might give it a try. You tried it, Candy? You got some of her perfume? And you like it? Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to try it then. Spray me some on a piece of paper and mail me an envelope, Candy. Just mail me some so I can smell it. Mail me some so I can smell it. Um, so that was pretty much that one. And who else was it that I wanted to cover? What else was it that I wanted to talk about? Hold on, let me go check. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm back. I think that was everything I wanted to cover today. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I saw today that I wanted to. Oh, I got a question for y'all. I got a I got a question for y'all. So it was a post going around. Let me see if I can put it up. Let me see. Yes. I don't watch her to have an opinion on her personality. Honestly, I'll have to watch her. Right. I don't watch her enough either, but everybody say she evil and she money hungry and she's selfish and I'm like, dang, shorty, what you out here doing? But I haven't seen enough of her to get that. The couple of lives I've watched her on, I don't get that. So I don't know. Let me see. How do y'all feel about stuff like this? Hold on. Oh, I can't find it. Can't find what I was looking for. It's sweet smelling like honeysuckle. More people I only know cause of May. I don't watch them either. Hey Tabitha, I don't know if I said hi to you, but what's up, girl? Um, but yeah, I've been also trying to branch out. I've been on TikTok a little bit. I've learned about somebody named E Kane. I had no idea who she was. She's been in the media catching backlash for using terms that would be considered colorism. I just seen actually the full live I came across, I think, on the Shade Room, like the full live, because I put a clip up, but I realized that wasn't the whole thing. It was more to it. And I said, dang, E Kane. Because at first I was like, well, was it as bad as people saying it is? Because of what I heard. But then when I heard today, I said, oh no, she might have went too far. She might have went too far with some of the things that she said. Um, and then it's also come out, she had alleged, EK had alleged that another reason why she went as far as she went is because the girl in the comments was supposed to have said something about her daughter getting essayed. However, the girl dropped some receipts today of the alleged full dialogue, which she said in the comment section. I guess she hit the record button of like when the argument had started out. I didn't see the first initial comment, but the comments that she typed into the comment section from the point where she shared one up, I didn't see nothing about an essay. And there was a couple of people in the comment section that claimed they was on that live and seen the whole thing happen. And while she did come at her about the DV stuff, nothing about her child being essayed was ever mentioned. So it sounds like people calling BS on E. Kane about that. I think that a lot of people hate when people who have a strong personality and independent thinkers. Tay is one of them. Well, don't I know about that? Because baby, that is me, and people don't like it. So if that's what it is, I get it. I definitely get it. Goodness. Any of y'all watch EK? Any of y'all know who she is? But I said E. Cannon ain't really looking too good, but she claimed this ain't her first rodeo with TikTok and that her fan base ain't gonna go nowhere, and she's done worse and she ain't lose. But what I'm telling y'all is this: it is a different era of people. It is a different group of people. People are not the same as they used to be in the 99 and the 2000s. Okay, these 2024 people is different when they lock in on something like sharks is a done data. Like, so she might want to be careful. Now she did apologize and say she went too far, and hopefully she keep that energy until people like allow it to float away. But don't fight them on this. Like, accept, be accountable, and move forward. Sometimes that's the best thing you could do, and the worst thing you could do is fight people about it because it'll drive away your fan base. So yeah, but that was my recap for today. And my little tidbit I wanted to share with y'all. Is it anything that I've been missing on the Facebook streets? Is anything happening that you guys have come across that I have not seen or know about that y'all want to tell me about? If not, then we're gonna be wrapping it up. Cause that was pretty much it. I missed all of my stuff I was supposed to do today because I overslept because we hung out the night before. Me and my daughter didn't get home till like 1 in the morning. She had an absolute blast though, so it was worth it. But today I ended up just not having the energy, and we had plans for today too. Well, yesterday now that we didn't do. And she was pissed that she ended up in the house all day. We did go out and go down by the water to go watch the boats and things like that, but yeah, she was pissed that our plans went into the trash today. But I was so tired. I was so tired. I haven't hung out till 1 in the morning in a long time. I haven't hung out till 1 in the morning in a long time, so child, that was a bit much for me. A bit much. But if that's all, then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. I want to say thank you guys for stepping in and vibing with me, for listening to my recap and enjoying the show while you were here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 2,700 followers, on the way to 5K, baby. And we'll be doing another giveaway at 5K. I don't know what that will be as of yet, but we will announce it once we get closer to that number. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get up out of here. Love y'all.
Nice.
The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Summer's room. The tea is coming soon.
We got the tea.
If you at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Bye.